In little more than 1 year, a new Taliban-style mini-state has emerged in a string of villages in northern Iraq, along the border with Iran. Television and pop music have been outlawed, and pictures and books that don't conform to an austere Islamic philosophy are burned. Sharia law rules. This is the territory of Ansar al-Islam, a radical Kurdish Islamic militia which international human rights groups accuse of appalling brutality. And this is their leader. His name is Najm al-Din Faraj Ahmad, nom de guerre, Mamosta Krekar. His enemies say he enjoys killing people. That is a body that has had the head chopped. I mean, this is some of the most disgusting things I've seen.
Yeah, this is which I said. And nobody, only this one.
What do you feel when you see these pictures?
Yeah, I said, oh, it is very, very nice when they killed these people which came to kill us also.
When he's not waging jihad in Iraq, Mamosta Krekar lives in Norway. He was granted asylum here 10 years ago. He brought over his mother, his brother, his wife and 4 children. But refugee status has not stopped him going back to Iraq to commit human rights abuses against his own people. I was escorted to his council flat. Marhaba, he said. Come in, welcome. It wasn't your typical Taliban home. Happy family. His youngest son plays a computer game. Al Jazeera on in the kitchen. Mamosta Krekar wants to show me his latest poetry book. The normality of his life here clashed incongruously with the seriousness of the allegations the mullah now faces. The White House believes the militia he set up and led harbours more than 100 al-Qaeda fighters and is also supplied with guns and money by Saddam Hussein.
Between Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden, and there is Krekar between them.
Krekar says he's the victim of an anti-Islamist witch hunt. He blames Kurdish rivals for black propaganda and George Bush for a fertile imagination.
I am sure 100%, I am sure that I hadn't before link with Osama bin Laden, with Saddam Hussein, not between them also.
This footage from inside Ansar territory was captured 2 weeks ago by the US-backed Patriotic Union of Kurdistan. It purports to show the Islamists' training. Child soldiers figure prominently. Here they're chanting support for jihad. Ansar al-Islam has waged a campaign of massacres, assassinations and suicide bombings.
I believe that suicide, this word, suicide, is the biggest jihad in Islam.
You think
it is very well, it is very good, it is very, very useful for enemy.
The Bush administration believes that the al-Qaeda militants they say fled to Ansar territory after the defeat of the Taliban include some high-ranking henchmen of Osama bin Laden. Top of Colin Powell's list, Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, said to be al-Qaeda's chemical weapons man. George Bush says al-Zarqawi received medical treatment in Baghdad last year. Jordan says he then joined Mamosta Krekar's group. It's also alleged that al-Zarqawi is the source of the chemical ricin that turned up in Britain last month. Krekar claims he'd never heard of Zarqawi until a few days ago.
I believe that Abu Musab Zarqawi, which I read it about him, I didn't believe that he is human. Yeah, I think he's like angel, we say angel, which have and can fly and no one see.
Angel of death. I mean, the things that he's accused of. I mean, chemical weapons, biological weapons.
Yes, I say this.
He works with Saddam. He kills people in Jordan. He travels to Turkey to give chemicals to Algeria.
And he is the leader of the Hamburg cell. And he is the leader of the Manchester Rising.
And right now he's in Ansar al-Islam.
And he came to Ansar al-Islam and he went to Chechen. He was in Afghanistan. He went to Pakistan. He came to Iran twice. He went to Syria twice. He went to Lebanon also in Ain al-Hilwa twice. He went. For that, I believe that he is not human, and with one leg.
Krekar's supposed link to Saddam is a man called Abu Wa'il. He's a senior leader of Ansar al-Islam, but alleged Iraqi agents captured by other Kurdish groups claim Abu Wa'il's on Saddam's payroll too, working for the Iraqi secret police, the Mukhabarat. These connections were first reported in a US documentary. which we showed Krekar.
They speak
Many
Kurdish.
Kurds are convinced Al-Qaeda fighters are amongst them. A local eyewitness viewed the videotape and identified many fighters as foreign jihadis from Jordan, Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia. He said this man, Abu Wa'il, an Iraqi...
No, stop it, please. I prove 100% that he is not Abu Wa'il, because Abu Wa'il is 70 years old. Abu Wa'il have any black hair.
He's got grey beard.
Yes, and
Silver
70
beard.
years old, and he have big glass, we say?
Thick glasses.
Yeah, big glasses.
Scanning the recently captured footage from Ansar al-Islam, we found a man matching exactly this description. He was standing beside Mullah Krekar. Krekar insisted Abu Wa'il couldn't possibly be a Mukhabarat agent. He also questioned whether the source of this allegation was ever an agent himself. But you agreed that the man you saw in the prison was Mukhabarat agent?
I don't know, I cannot prove this. But
He says he is Mukhabarat.
yeah, but he can say I am monkey.
While Norway's tabloids brand Krekar the Kurdish bin Laden, he confidently brushed off all the allegations we put to him. He feels pretty safe here in Oslo. He's even attained icon status among some local Muslims. Should Norway revoke his refugee status, he can't be deported to Baghdad, and there's no extradition treaty with the United States. And the Norwegian police are still to work out whether they can charge him with anything. And that's the enigma that is Mullah Krekar. I've spent more than 10 hours in this man's company, and I am no closer to understanding who he really is. Is he the affable family man, the loving father and husband? Or is he the man who suddenly confronts you with his radical ideas on Islam? It was time to consult the one person who was sure to know, the mullah's mother. Your son is an international terrorist linked to Al-Qaeda and Saddam Hussein.
لا أغنية
Yeah.
ليرة ده نشتو.
No, not with Saddam Hussein. Yes.
When does she want to go back to... I asked if she was proud of her fighter.
She? Yes. طول فخري في وجهك كرة أوا هنا.
داري أخي جوك.
Yes, she proud. Yeah.
رقم بريكي شاكا.
Yeah. She said that my son is a good man. Yes, every mother say this. أموداي جوال طبعا.
You would say that. Krekar promised he could prove the allegations against him unfounded. He had documents, he said, that would have Colin Powell choking. Off camera, Krekar claimed he had met CIA agents in northern Iraq last year. If that secret liaison indeed took place, it might just explain why US intelligence agencies are reportedly so twitchy about Krekar being named as the missing link between Saddam and bin Laden.